Oh, I have some. Ooh, I've got a. Oh, there we go. Hello, world. This is Barbie Lee. This is Shake Talk. This is brought to you by the best breakfast ever by Isagenix Isoline Shake and me, Barbie Lee. That's why you're here, because this is my Facebook wall. And I turn these into podcasts. So sometimes people go, Facebook? I didn't know you were on Facebook. I totally am. And I'm on Instagram and LinkedIn. So I'm on social media. I'm the only Barbie Lee out there, except there's a Barbie Lee Dance Studios, and that's not me, just so y'all know. All right, so good morning, world. This is Barbie Lee. This is Shake Talk. And today's topic is, I wrote it down, let's do this until something better comes along. And you're like, well, what's this? I'm like, I don't know. Whatever this is, right? Let's do this until something better comes along. And you're like, well, what? What's this? I'm like, I don't know. That's for you to figure out. And we could play this game for a really long time, right? So let's do what my top five, right? High five for life. The food, the faith, the fitness, the finance, and the fun, right? So let's do this until something better comes along. So food. Well, with your food, how are you doing this food? Good. So, or, you're looking for something better to come along, right? So do it well, right? Do whatever you're doing well. And that's to me, that's the whole, this is a Jim Rohn quote, by the way. I've been listening to, I don't know what the CDs are called. They're in my car. And so he's talking about, how to have this, that he's like the 5 keys to success or something like that is the one CD I'm listening to right now. And he says, let's do this until something better comes along. Meaning that whatever you're currently doing right now, do it to the best of your abilities. Do it with gusto and energy and excitement, right? Do this until something better comes along. So even if this is something like, terrible, and like, I don't know, this whole hoo-ha with this, this pandemic, even do this until something better comes along. Don't try and begrudge or hide anything or try and pretend that nothing's going on, because that's just not going to get you anywhere good. All right? Ooh, best breakfast ever. Just saying. Okay. So let's do this until something better comes along. So when it comes to food, what are you doing? Well, I do my Isagenix, right? So as far as I'm concerned, that's the best. So what about fitness? Well, let's do this. Well, what is this? Well, maybe you're only able to walk a little bit, right? So then go walk. Well, then maybe you can build up some stamina, and maybe you want to try an elliptical or try a sport or try riding a bike or a rollerblade, right? And it's a progression, right? It's kind of, well, here's the thing. It's kind of like you're making that decision, and then you're taking this decision into steps and to make a progress, right? Progression. And that's how you know that you're moving forward in life and not kind of staying stagnant. And by the way, nothing in life stays stagnant. You go backwards, because life is always evolving and ever changing. So if you're not changing with it, then, oh my God, that's a whole other conversation. So let's do this until something better comes along. So this is, well, what can I do right now in my current condition, let's say physically, right? That I can do until something better comes along, until I start building. And now, let's be clear. Okay, I'm going to take a drink of my shake. Shake. Let's be clear. When I say, let's do this until something better comes along, doesn't mean you're going to sit there and wait until something better comes along. It doesn't say, let's sit here and wait until something better comes along. It says, let's do this until something better comes along. Okay, do you understand? This is a yes. Okay, so whatever you're doing for your fitness, for example, and if it's nothing, well, maybe this then is thinking about what you're going to do for your fitness, okay? How about your finances, right? Well, let's do this. So everybody has some sort of finances, all right? Whether it's a positive or a negative balance, everybody has some sort of finances, right? So let's do this until something better comes along. So how can you be a steward of what you already have? How can you be grateful? Oh, and gratitude is so big in this, by the way. So how can you be grateful for what you already have until something better comes along, right? Because it's kind of like this. If you're working on a task or something, do you want someone to come and pile more on you when you don't even have a handle on what you're already doing? You're like, God, no, don't give me any more to do. Well, that's the way the universe is about money as well. If you're not already handling what you already have, the universe isn't going to give you any more. It's just kind of the way it works. Okay? Food, fitness, finance, faith, right? Let's do this until something better comes along. So when it comes to your faith, well, what can you do in this? Well, maybe it's starting to, you're realizing that there's more than just me out there, right? There's other people. There's energy. There's nature. There's God, spirit, potato, universe, call it whatever, right? Find that tiny little piece, right? Let's do this. So for me, I was raised Catholic, and I knew it didn't resonate with me over time, right? I got kicked out of Sunday school, and then I taught in a Catholic school, which was really interesting. Anyhow, it didn't resonate with me, but I was learning about it from a different perspective, saying, well, like, why doesn't it resonate with me? What is it? And in the process of finding that out, I discovered what I call spirituality, right? Which is all the religions and how this spiritual sense of life has come together. And then that's what's worked for me. So let's do this. So taking what I already knew until something better came along. I knew I wasn't content in just that understanding of Catholicism. So I started looking at other things. Okay, so I did this and I was, progressing to something better coming along. And then, of course, fun, right? Now, can you make anything fun? Oh, I love my shake. Can you make anything fun? And the answer is yes. You can make anything fun. Now, you may not want to. You may feel it's inappropriate. You may not think you have the energy to or whatever. Okay? But even like my mom's funeral, her eulogy, I gave her eulogy and it was called, Yep, That's My Mom, right? and I just told all the kind of quirks that my mom had, right? So my brain was like, can I make everything fun? So no, if I was lying face down in a hospital bed on a respirator, that's probably not any fun, right? But could I have people around me then who could, liven the spirit and the energy with jokes or fun shows? Maybe I could watch a fun show or something, so I'm thinking there's probably even that I could figure out, right? To ensure that, fun. Let's do this until something better comes along. So making it the best possible. And that's all I'm saying, right? I'm just saying life isn't difficult, right? It's not about struggle and forcing things to happen. Life is seriously, this simple process of get up in the morning, come from love, joy, peace, understanding, right? And then go to bed at night. And everything that you feel in between, right? That like when you die, you have the dash, right? In that poem, The Dash. What the heck did you do in that dash? That's all I'm asking, right? Are you making it the best you possibly can? Or are you just kind of going, and complaining about everything? I don't know, right? I know what I like, right? I like to feel good. I like to play with babies and make faces and tell people that they have beautiful eyes and, give people compliments and help people and do some coaching. And I love Isagenix and I love when I can help people with Isagenix. And, so I do things every single day that I like. Why? Because I want to enjoy my life. Because let's do this. That's my scribble, right? Let's do this until something better comes along. And I'm out there creating the better. Okay? I'm not sitting down waiting for somebody else. I am not waiting for the government to change. I'm not waiting for, the economics to change. I'm not waiting for oil prices to go up. I'm not waiting for the government to open up the world. I am creating what I want right here and right now. Let's do this until something better comes along. So right now, in the last, 3 months plus, the countries have been in uproar and weird, and now the people are in uproar and weird, and so great. This is what's going on around me. So how can I do this until something better comes along? Do you understand? So even in this worst time, right? So I have people that are, saying like, Barbie, I told you about a donation, right? I can't, I have negatives in my bank account. Great. So what are you going to do with this until something better comes along? Are you going to sit there and whine and complain about it, right? Are you going to do this, right? Whining and complaining. No, I don't suggest you doing that, right? I suggest you being grateful for what you already have, being grateful for, the sun and the moon and the lights and electricity. And here's the thing, if you were on Facebook, and that means you have internet, you're already doing really, really well, right? That means you have some sort of technology, right? Taylor Ray's in Indonesia right now, and one of the boys she knows doesn't have a phone, right? He's early 20s and doesn't have a phone. And you're like, what? A 20-year-old doesn't have a phone? No, because in Indonesia, it's very expensive for locals to have a phone or get a phone and all that kind of stuff. So he doesn't even have a phone. So, oh my God, look at you, how blessed you are to have a phone or some sort of device to do it and to do Facebook on, right? So looking at, let's do this until something better comes along. So let's do this really well. So what is your this? Oh, I love my shake. I told you, best breakfast ever, right? Bestbreakfastever.com. So what is your this? Pick one thing today. Oh, I got a heart. Thank you. What is your one thing today, right? Here's my quote again. What is the one thing that in doing it will make all else easier or irrelevant? So what is your one thing? What is the thing? Let's do this, the one thing, until something better comes along. And let's do it well. Right? Let's really look at it. Take a look. Baby, this is your life, right? No one else is going to live it for you. No one else is going to, go to the gym for you and get you your physical results. No one else is going to, all of a sudden throw money upon you. You have to go and make your life happen. But if you're just kind of sitting around going, yeah, it's all good. Yeah. Pop a beer, whatever. Don't do that. Don't do that. Live life. Oh my God. Do you know how spectacular life is? Do you know how spectacular life is? Like really? Do you? Let's do this until something better comes along. I'd love to know what your this is. Share it with me. Have a great day, everybody.